What's happening, guys? It's Bharat Nagpal for iGyaan, and today we're going to be reviewing the new Sony Xperia Z1. Now, the Xperia Z1 was launched sometime back in India. It comes with a 5-inch 1080p display, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 chipset on the inside, which is clocked at 2.2 GHz on quad cores. It also has the Adreno 330 GPU. But the most sought after feature of this handset is the camera, and on the back is a 20.7 megapixel autofocus BSI sensor equipped camera, which has a 1/2x3 inch sensor, has amazing camera effects. On the front is a 2 megapixel camera, and both these cameras are capable of doing 1080p video. Another highlight of the Xperia Z1 is that it's water resistant and dust resistant. So let's see if this device is actually worth the money and if it actually fares in for the price bracket. Let's start off with build quality. Now, the Xperia Z1 builds on the Xperia Z and adds a lot of metal to the mix. The front and back remain glass, but the sides are now all aluminum, and this gives it a lot more premium feel and a lot more sturdiness in the hand. The device is also less prone to damage when it falls down, thanks to the metallic edges of the device. On the front and back are both glass, and they are shatter resistant glass designed by Sony with a protective layer on top of glass. Now, this does not come with Gorilla Glass 1, 2 or 3, and it is Sony's own patented technology. The display is a 1080p display, a 5-inch display with highly pixel per inch pixel density, which is 441 more than the human eye can see. But the display is not that great when compared to devices like the LG G2 or even the Nexus 5. The overall brightness of the display may be better than the Xperia Z, but the colors and overall saturation is not that great, and it could have been much better considering that this comes with the tri-luminous display and Sony's own mobile Bravia engine. Now, the most fun aspect of this device is the fact that you can go underwater with this, and it can survive up to 30 minutes with up to 1.5 meters of water. You have IP58 certification. You can go read up on that. But the device is great underwater. You can click pictures and you can do a lot more things with this device when you're underwater. So if you do a lot of swimming or do a lot of water sports, or even go to a holiday where there's a pool, you and your family can enjoy pictures and video without worrying that this device is going to get damaged. Also, for Indians, you can go and enjoy your Holi parties and rain dances if you so choose to. And the camera is an excellent add-on to the device. Sony's added a lot of features into the camera interface. You have pre-capture, which captures about 15 seconds before you press the button. So you can choose which shot you want to keep and which shot you don't want to keep. The device will click about 30 pictures when you press the camera shutter button. So you can, if your subject has moved while you were pressing the button, you can go back to that. And I used this a lot, especially when my nephew was around. I was able to click his pictures and get the exact emotion using this feature. You have lots of other features that you might want to use, but at the end of it, we found that the camera quality was not that great. We have a lot of megapixels in there, and the display itself does not make the camera look that great. Images in post on your screens as well, on your computers, on your televisions, don't look that great. Colors could have been much better, or maybe we are just used to looking at images from better cameras. The iPhone 5 and the 5S, for example, create much better pictures with color saturation. Even handsets like the Galaxy Note 3 did a better job than we saw on the Xperia Z1. But the Xperia Z1 seems to be more versatile with camera features, almost like the Lumia 1020, but slightly subtle, and with Android on there. Now, as far as performance is concerned, the Xperia Z1 did not disappoint. It does come with Android 4.2 out of the box, and the company does plan to upgrade it to Android 4.4 soon, but when is unknown, and if they actually do it is also unknown. So right now you're stuck with 4.2, whereas with some other devices you can actually get 4.3 for the same price bracket. Sony also adds their own timescape sort of UI on top, which slightly takes away from the Android experience. We think that it's slightly dated. A lot of people like the timescape sort of UI, Sony's own UI. We sort of feel that it's dated and it's old, and they've not really done a lot to change it over the years, and almost the same UI has been going on for about 2 to 3 years now, and it's high time that Sony adds in a cleaner, more simpler layout where contemporary and less is more these days. Android's done it, iOS 7 has done it, so I guess Sony needs to clean up their interface a little bit, and that'll be appreciated by a lot of users. As far as performance goes, this device can handle anything you throw at it. Games, multitasking, high-level browsing, performance apps, anything you throw at this device, it'll run without any issues, without any problems, and you won't be disappointed with the end result. Even in benchmarks, the device scored out really well, and we are really happy with the overall result from the Xperia Z1. Now, the device does heat up from the back, and that's because it's been closed and heat does transfer through glass really fast, and you can feel the device heat up over time. This does not drain the battery or affect the performance of the device in any manner. It does make it uncomfortable for some people to hold it, for sure. Now the device fits in really well in your hand as well as your pockets. It's fairly slim and it won't trouble you at all. It's one of the most preferred devices by women. I've seen a lot of women carrying the Xperia Z and the Xperia Z1 because they love to take pictures and they love to carry slim devices. And plus, with a glass front and a glass back, it sort of looks premium, looks nicer than other devices in this price bracket. In conclusion, the Xperia Z1 is another option in this heavy price bracket market. You get Snapdragon 800, which is versatile, one of the best chipsets out there right now. And you get a price range of upwards of 35,000 rupees. You get a lot of devices in this price bracket. But the Xperia Z1 doesn't win in what it started to do. So the Xperia Z1 was supposed to be a great camera and a great display, and it sort of fails at doing both those things. And it actually wins at doing the other things which they don't highlight. So it's a great performer, it's got excellent battery life and phone networks, and it's got an amazing build quality along with water resistance that nobody seems to talk about. It's one of the best features of this device. The display, however, is slightly disappointing, and so is the camera. Stuffing in megapixels is not really doing it for them. They need to work on their image processing on the mobile hardware, and we'll see better things from Sony in the coming days. If you have any questions or queries, you can pop over to our full review of the Xperia Z1 on iGyaan.in. Do drop your comments and suggestions and feedback in the comment section below. You can also catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaanTV for iGyaan Networks. It's been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.